If you're looking to buy a stacked NBA 2K account with max badges and more, visit sportstmb.com. He has been in the community for years and has hundreds of reviews. Click the first link in the description to get your account today.
Pull up, we bustin', not for discussion. We play with drums like shit is percussion. Stay with a hammer like this is construction. Drink too much Henny, might shoot up.
What's good, to Mascot? We're back out with another video. Today's video, we got the best two-way mid-range finisher build in NBA 2K20. Now, this is actually a pretty rare center build. Not too many people have videos on this build. It's not very common as some other center builds. Now, I know you can make this build at different positions, but today we are going to be making the center version. So make sure you guys do make this build a center, and this other stuff does not matter. That's personal preference. Now, moving on to skill breakdown with this build, man. I'm not sure if you can make this build any other pie chart besides the all shooting pie chart. I personally haven't seen anybody else make this build with a different pie chart. Now, I did try making this build with the shooting and finishing pie chart. I couldn't get the name for this build though. I did get the name out of the all shooting pie chart, so make sure you guys do pick this pie chart. Now, moving on to physical profile of this build, man. Personally, I'm gonna recommend you pick the balanced pie chart, because this build, you need good speed, you need good strength, and you need good vertical. I also saw if you pick other pie charts, it won't give you the build name, so I did pick the balanced pie chart because this is the only pie chart that it gave me the name two-way mid-range finisher. So if you want that name, make sure you guys do pick the balanced pie chart. Now, moving on to the attribute spam, make sure you guys do it just like this so you get the maximum bet as possible. Your close shot, you are going to put this to an 85 just like that, which is max. You aren't going to touch driving layup, driving dunk. You are going to max out your standing dunk, and you also are going to max out your post hook to an 80 just like that. And let me just get something straight real quick. If you guys did not know, this is a post score build. I just want to let you guys know that right now. Now, moving on to shooting, you are going to max out your mid-range shot. Your three-point shot, you are going to put this to an 80 just like that. And your post fade, you're going to put this to a 90 so you get 24 shooting badges. Now, moving on to playmaking, put your pass accuracy to a 60, and you are going to max out your post move so you get 6 playmaking badges. Now, moving on to defense, your interior defense, you are going to max this out. Your lateral quickness, you're going to put this to a 38, and you are going to max out your block and max out both of your rebounding stats. Max out offensive rebounding, and of course, max out your defensive rebounding just like that so you get 6 defensive rebounding badges. And you have to see, here's the build. You get 6 finishing, 24 shooting, 6 playmaking, 6 defensive rebounding. You can add that up. That's a total of 42 badges for this two-way mid-range finisher build. Now, like I said, this is a post-score build. In my opinion, I feel like this is like a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar build. Now, I know Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was a better finisher. He was definitely a better defender. But there are limitations when it comes to making builds after NBA players, and that's not what I was trying to accomplish in this video. But I would say this build is kind of similar to him. This is definitely a great build to take on the 1v1 courts because you have all your finishing, you got your post hook, all that good stuff. You're going to be able to shoot too. You're a post scorer, but I did mess around with the upgrade, so I did give you guys an 83-point shot. So people see a post scorer on the 1v1 court, they're like, oh, this dude can't shoot threes. He might be able to shoot middies, but definitely not three-pointers. You guys have an 83-pointer, so you can step out there and shoot threes. You got your 6 playmaking badges, so you can get your post score badges, and you got decent defense. You're going to be able to play good defense on other centers. You might have some trouble playing against guards because we didn't upgrade perimeter or lateral quickness. But in my opinion, I think this is the best way to make the two-way mid-range finisher build. Now we're going to get straight into this other stuff, man. Now, body shape does not matter. Personally, since it's a center, I'm recommending you pick burly or built. You can pick whatever you want, though. It doesn't really matter. Me personally, though, I'm going to just pick build. Now, moving on to the height with this build. Like I said, this is pretty much a 1v1 court build. Personally, I would recommend you make the build 7'2". So you're tall, you're going to be able to play good defense. And post scores, you got to be tall, of course. Now, 7'3", you take too much of a hit, in my opinion. I don't think it's worth going 7'3". When you make your build 7'3", you take too much of a hit on your speed, acceleration, all that stuff. So I'm personally recommending you make the build 7'2". Now, moving on to the weight with this build, it is a post score build. So I'd personally recommend you max your weight out to 290 pounds to get some better strength and some better interior defense. Now, moving on to the wingspan with this build, man. I know it's a 7'2" center. You're probably automatically thinking, max the wingspan out. Unfortunately, with this build, you can't do that. If you want to say two-way mid-range finisher, the max you can put your wingspan to is going to be 93.2 inches. If you put it any higher than that, it's going to change your build name, I think, to an interior force. So if you want to say two-way mid-range finisher, you have to put your wingspan to 93.2, which is still pretty decently long. And you guys see when you do that, you have an 81 mid-range and a 75 three-pointer. If you did not know, when you hit 99 overall, you get a plus $4 all your attributes. You're going to have an 85 mid-range and a 79 three-pointer at 99 overall. And if you did not know, if you hit 99.9 overall, you get a plus $5 your attributes. So you will have an 80 three-pointer and an 86 mid-range at 99.9 overall. You're going to have good post hook and good post fade. Make sure you guys do put your wingspan at 93.2. If you can max it out, I would. but this is the max you can put your wingspan to for just a two-way mid-range finisher. Now moving on to takeovers with this build, man, it is a post score build. I'd personally recommend you pick post score or rim protector. I wouldn't recommend you pick sharpshooter. I feel like you're gonna be able to shoot really good without this takeover. You have 24 shooting baddies. You're gonna be able to shoot good. You don't need sharpshooting takeover. I would either pick post score or rim protector. Post score is gonna be very overpowered, especially on the 1v1 court. It's gonna help you score a lot better. And rim protector, if you want to play some really good defense, go ahead. Personally, with this build, I'm gonna recommend you pick post score. This is a post scoring build. You definitely want to pick post score, but if you want sharpshooter, rim protector, go ahead. But I'm gonna recommend you pick post score. And you guys can see, here's the build. You have built a two-way mid-range finisher similar to Patrick Ewing, Jusuf Nurkic, and Nikola Jokic. Very nice build, pretty rare, 42 badges. Now we're gonna get straight into the best badges for this build, man. If you guys do watch this video, man, make sure you guys do hit the like button, subscribe, pull up the sub count real quick. You guys can see 33,100 subs. We're 900 subs away from 34K subs. You're watching this video right now. You like what you see, do hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications. Now we're gonna get straight into the best badges for this build. Put us to 99 overall real quick. Let me take the sub count off. Give me a minute. Now you guys can see 6 finishing badges. Take a look at your standing dunk. You have a 75 standing dunk. Unfortunately, with this build, you're not going to be able to get any contact dunks. You can't get the big man contact dunks with this build because we did not upgrade the driving dunk. You have to have at least a 50 driving dunk to get big man contact dunks. So no contact dunks with this build, unfortunately. 6 finishing badges. You definitely want to have on your deep hooks on gold. You have an 80 post hook. It's going to be an 84, an 85 if you're 99.9. So definitely want to utilize that badge. It is a post scoring build. 3 upgrades left. There are a couple good badges I would personally throw on. Contact finisher is a good badge, maybe consistent finisher. It's really up to you. Personally, with this build, I think I'm gonna throw on bronze consistent finisher and silver pro touch. I feel like these are gonna be the best finishing badges for this build. Drop stepper is also another good option, but I feel like these 2 badges right here are gonna help you on your post hooks and your post fades. Like I said, you want drop stepper, even back down punisher. You can change the badges up, do whatever you want to do. Now moving on to shooting badges with this build, man, you have 24 shooting badges. You definitely want to throw on Hall of Fame quick draw for this build. This badge will speed up your jump shot and it will speed up your post fades, and it's going to make it more hard to guard you. Now if you want this badge on gold because you don't like your jump shot super fast, go ahead, but I'm personally going to recommend you throw the badge on Hall of Fame. Now keep in mind, we do have a pretty good 3-point shot with this build, so I'm going to recommend you throw on Hall of Fame range extender with this build. Again, this is a post score build. People are going to see your post score take over and automatically assume, oh, this guy can't shoot threes. They're going to leave you wide open. You're going to have Hall of Fame range extender. You're going to be able to shoot threes really good for this build. I even see this badge activate on mid-range shots, I think even for post fade, so you definitely want to have range extender on Hall of Fame. 16 upgrades left. I'm also going to recommend throwing Hall of Fame Hot Zone Hunter for this build. If you have all your hot zones, this badge right here is to help you shoot a lot better and make more post fades, all that good stuff. 12 upgrades left. You have a 90 post fade. You definitely want Hall of Fame deep fades for this build. It's gonna help you fade a lot deeper. Now you got 8 upgrades left. I'm also gonna recommend throwing Hall of Fame Deadeye for this build. It's gonna help you make more contested jump shots, more contested post fades, and I think even more contested post hooks. So you definitely want Deadeye for this build. Now you got 4 upgrades left. There are a couple good badges for this build. Now if you're planning on using this build on the 2v2s, definitely throw on catch and shoot because you're gonna be spotting up most of the time. Green machine's a good option. Hot start's a good option. Volume shooter. There's a lot of good options. Personally, I think I'm gonna throw on silver hot start and silver volume shooter. I feel like these are gonna be the best shooting badges for this build. You want some other badges though, you can change the badges up. Like I said, you're playing 2v2s. Definitely throw on catch and shoot. It's really up to you, whatever game mode you're planning on using this build with. Now moving on to playmaking badges with this build, and you have 6 playmaking badges. First, I'm gonna show you guys the badges you definitely want if you're playing the 1v1 court. The 2 badges, obviously, gold dream shake and gold post spin technician. Those are your 2 post scoring badges. If you're playing 1v1 court, definitely throw these 2 badges on gold. Now if you're planning on using this build on 2v2s, 3v3s, all that good stuff, you can throw on some bailout, maybe on silver, quick first step break starter. It's really up to you, but I'm gonna throw these 2 badges on because it is a post score build. Moving on to defensive badges with this build, and you only have 6 defensive badges, not the most in the world. Personally, I feel like you gotta have Intimidator, so I'm gonna throw this badge on silver. I also recommend throwing silver post move lockdown for this build. 2 upgrades left. I want Pogo Stick and I also want Rebound Chaser. It's kind of hard. I feel like Pogo Stick is gonna benefit you a little bit more though, so I'm throwing silver Pogo Stick. I feel like these are gonna be the best defensive and rebounding badges for this build, especially for 1v1 court. You only have 6 defensive and rebounding badges, not the most in the world, so you kind of have to sacrifice a lot, but if it was up to me, This is what I'll throw on. I did sacrifice Rebound Chaser, but these 3 badges will help you play better defense on post scores and other centers, all that good stuff. But that's pretty much it, man. That's the best 2-way mid-range finisher build in NBA 2K20. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did enjoy this video, man, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe. For those of you guys that didn't know, my goal by the end of the month was to hit 40k subscribers. Unfortunately, I haven't started this month off good. I haven't been uploading as much in May. I'm gonna try to correct that very soon. But that's pretty much it, man. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Until next time, Clutcho.
I'm feeling your energy, and shorty, man, she really into me. I got lots of enemies, and they wanna act like they friends with me.